Hello dear students of third year of high school, with you Mr. Ahmed Al-Arabi from Afaq Educational Company. In this video we are gonna start the discussion of Module 3, which entitled Body and Mind. Unit 5, this module consists of Unit 5, which entitled The Mind, and Unit 6, which entitled The Body. Let's start our discussion today with Unit 5, which entitled The Mind. What do you mean by the mind? The mind means the ability to think, feel, and imagine things. Lesson 1 is a reading text which entitled Are you happy? Are you happy? Happy? Everyone in this world wants to be happy. The desire of happiness is the universal wish for humankind, but unfortunately not many people can achieve happiness. Let's start before going to read the text, part of the text. We wanted to answer this question. This question are directed for you. What are some of the things that make you happy, my dear? Some people find happiness in having a lot of money. Others find happiness in having a large circle of friends, while others find happiness in having good health. So what kind of people that you find? What things that make you happy? The answer is for you. Second question, before going to the text, do you think that happiness is a relative state? Do you think happiness is a proportional or a comparative case? To surprise you that the disabled people find happiness or have the same possibility of happiness like the rest of us. Of course, happiness is a relative clause, a relative case or relative state. Let's turn to the text, my dear. Before we have to answer, before going to the text, we want to answer this question. Where might this text come from? Yes, psychology textbook, scientific journal, magazine, brochure. Yes, of course, it's a magazine article. Let's do the text and answer and read a part of it. Are you happy? Everyone wants to be happy, but it seems that not many people can achieve happiness. There are some clues. Clues means ways, solutions, or a piece of information that lead to a solution for or answer to crime or problem. However, as to what makes us happy, we know, for example, that it is necessary to have a reasonable amount of material possessions. Reasonable means fairly large amount of material possessions. Possession means belongings or things that you own. But more than that doesn't make much difference. On average, people in America and Europe are twice as wealthy as they were 40 years ago. That means people in America and Europe are not rich as they were 40 years ago. Yes, service means studies show that they are not as happy. In fact, in many cases, they are less so. It's a surprising matter that although they are now wealthy, they are sort of twice as wealthy as they were 40 years ago, but they are not as happy as they were in the past. It is not surprising that people who have a large circle of friends are usually happier than those who do not have much of a social life, and that healthy people are happier than sick people. What's surprising to most of us is that disabled means handicapped people have the same possibility for happiness as the rest of us do. Even people who have been seriously injured in an accident describe themselves as happy 3 times afterwards. The truth is that happiness is a relative state. If you discover that something absolutely awful is going to happen, that the life you had been leading up is to that point can seem like absolute bliss. Bliss means happiness, although you probably thought it was miserable while you were living it. Now let's turn to questions, my dear, and leaving the rest of this text for you to read at home. First question, what was true of people 40 years ago? Yes, great job. It's the correct answer is yes, B. They were generally happier. Question 2, what fact surprised most of people? Yes, that's right. A. The disabled people are not generally unhappy. 3. What happens when people discover something bad is about to happen? Yeah, that's right. C. They feel like their previously unbearable life weren't that bad after all. Okay, the rest of question you are asked to answer them at home. Let's turn to another kind of question. Get the meaning of unknown words. Look at the words highlighted in the text and guess what they mean. Choose A, B, or C. Reasonable means yes, fairly large. Bliss means happiness. Stimulate, activate, prevent, remove. Yes, that's right. Stimulate means activate. Naive means naive, firm, well-based, unrealistic. Yes, the correct answer is unrealistic. Strenuous means easy, command, demanding. Yes, it means demanding. That's all for today, my dear. Wishing you enjoy our lesson today. See you next video, next lesson, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.